The dictionary defines bookkeeping as the activity or occupation of keeping records of the financial affairs of a business. In my opinion, bookkeeping is more than just numbers and record keeping. It includes building a relationship with your clients. I don't mean to say that my clients are my best friends, but many of them I do consider to be friends. Many of my clients have been with me since my journey began as a bookkeeper. My role as a bookkeeper is to be the eyes, ears and mouth for my clients. They don't have to worry about submitting information to the tax department, etc., as they know I'll have their back. Prior to deciding to be a bookkeeper, I had worked in various industries. For example, I had worked at Norwich Union as an investment clerk, at the Royal Children's Hospital as a funds officer, and then finally in the building and housing industry. It was in the building industry that I discovered the need for bookkeepers. Since the introduction of GST, many small to medium-sized businesses were still struggling with its operation. With the additional burdens of payroll, debt collection and banking, many business owners were in need of assistance. Even to this day, I still come across businesses which have not kept proper records for some time. It's this challenge that drives me to continue doing what I do. Like a builder that builds a house from the ground up, it's seeing the final result that inspires me to continue. So what makes me any different to any other bookkeeper? Why should you refer my services to your clients or associates? Well, I guess one of the things that I consider that differs me from the rest is the pretense behind my bookkeeping services. That is, along with my desire to build a strong working relationship with my clients, I also have what I call old school attitude. I come from an era that, much like yourselves, empowered us with behaviours like respect, honesty, hard work, and a can-do attitude. I've always believed that I should be there for my client. If they have a question, I'm only a phone call away. If I can't answer the phone, I'm sure as hell will return their call later that day.
We have found Dandenong Bookkeeping Services to be an efficient, reliable and a trustworthy company. We highly recommend them.
I have always found Dandenong Bookkeeping Services a pleasure to deal with. Their service is prompt and courteous. I would highly recommend them and his bookkeeping services.
Sam has been taking care of my small business bookkeeping and payroll needs. After 6 months now, I haven't looked back. Sam is reliable, due diligent and highly astute, with both his personality and his work ethic. We highly recommend Sam, so glad I found him.
We've often heard the phrase, no job too small, no job too big, in searching for new business. I think this phrase leaves itself wide open for disaster for all parties involved. As a builder, you don't want people ringing you asking you to hang a picture, nor do you want someone to call you to build a multi-story complex. As a bookkeeper, at times I have people ring me with simple questions. For example, last week, a client to whom I've only seen once a few months ago rang me to ask a payroll question. I was more than happy to answer the question and then we're both on our way. At the same time, I prefer to offer my services up to medium-sized businesses. It's these types of clients that I find I can be more beneficial to. Well, that brings us to the end of my presentation. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed presenting it to you. I'd like to leave you now with a quote of mine from one of the Rocky movies. Our greatest glory is not in falling, but rising every time we fall. Thank you and goodbye.